short ends. Don't sew these long ends together, which is the first thing that everybody automatically thinks. But it's the two short ends. Then you pull them apart and you fold up a third or just over a third for your purse. And you sew from the line of stitching down and from the line of stitching down. Once it's sewn, spread it like that and zip, 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 zip backwards and forwards with your sewing machine. And that gives it that little bit of sort of flat bottom. It gives you a flat bottom. Okay. So once you've done that, you pull the silk back over here and you sew around that edge down to that line of stitching as close as you can get on both sides, which leaves you that flap. You sew up one side and then you put your hand in there and turn the whole thing inside out. Now, if you want to put a catch, a magnetic catch, so that's these. Little devils. Okay? You always put the heavier weight one down on the bottom of the bag here. You've got to do this now before you sew it up. And you have to work inside there, which is a bit tricky. But there are just one or two things to remember. When you put a pin all the way through from there, and then where the pin is, you put another pin through there. So you've got a pin going through there and a pin going through there. You cut into the outer piece, not through the lining, just the outer piece. And you stick these two prongs through the two holes and you bend them outwards with this on the back. So this goes through the fabric, this goes on the back, and then you bend them outwards. It spreads the weight rather than bringing the weight in. Now this is the heart-stopping bit, because this one has to go through where that pin is. Now, if you just put it through the silk and put this little thing on the back, spread it, it keeps flapping. Every time you open it, it flaps. So what I do is I put this through the silk, and then on the other side I'll put a little piece of blanket felt or a bit of felt. Then I'll put that on it, spread it and pin it, and then if you feel in there, and then I stitch it to the front cover, and that stops it from wearing away, because as you can see, that silk is already, some silks are tough, some silks are quite weak, and that holds it. It won't go, it's in situ, it's not flapping backwards and forwards. And then that will be sewn up on the inside, and it's done.